Pocket monsters, science and magic.
Pokemon,
What the?
and
Magic.
we accompanied Loki.
I appreciate
to
the
these
Dexter
strict
and
woods
the
in order to
whatever the
find a
magic one was
missing
from.
Huscout
I
that
don't know
was
what that one's
separated from its trainer. While searching, we encountered a mysterious-looking temple, which so happened to have a scroll of its very own.
And a picture of some
However,
force
this one
Pokemon.
seemed a bit different from the others.
Probably from the Gen 8
Nevertheless, this
DLC.
experience allowed Loki to get his head together, and thanks to his father Odon, he is now being given
Maybe
a
the
second
Gen 9
chance to
legendary,
redeem
who
himself.
knows.
I hope Loki will
Meanwhile, there's
finally
already
begin
fan
to
art
open up
of
to
the
others.
fire card.
But for now,
rather...
we have something else to worry about. We need to get to the Forest of Rust.
It's the one
and
I'd
beat
say.
Team Ragnarok
You know,
to the
let's
next
just say
scroll
the
on our
internet is
list.
always
So
horny.
let's get
Although
to
then
it,
again, that's
shall
the
we?
worst kept secret on the internet since, I don't know, Wikipedia is a bad source. To any middle schoolers that may be watching my channel, first, stop. Second, don't use Wikipedia as a source. Use Wikipedia's sources as your source. Because they had to get the info from somewhere, so quote what they used. Work smarter, not harder. Any middle schoolers watching my Pokemon Science and Magic reactions, kill me now. Left to Rust. I thought it was on Neo's toxic is in middle school. Elementary. Nah, whatever. Root unlucky number.
I don't really see a landslide, but there are a lot of clipped edges around here, so I guess I can imagine how one started. Must have cleared it up before we arrived. Anyway, Route 13 is split into two parts. One that
there was a
connects to
landslide here,
Secretary
which is
City,
why there was a
and
break
the
off.
other one, which we're traveling on now. Both of these will connect to the Forest of Rust, so it's a good thing we're on the right track. However, if you are interested in looking for some new Pokemon to add to your team, search around for long enough and you'll be able to find Renastone, Huscout, Woolert, Gallistallion, Joggoat, Trollbull, and Krytonium Baneri. And in terms of the oldies, we've got Graveler, Mightyena, Spinda, Watchhog, Loudred, Riolu, and Axew.
Cool.
So yeah,
There's
nothing
the Axew
really
there.
new. However, a fun fact about this place is if you look in the
Probably
cliff
he's a
sides
really
for long
rare
enough,
encounter.
you'll actually be able to find some armor fragments hidden within the rock.
Ooh, cool.
I'm sure one more quick detour wouldn't hurt to gain some more armor-charged Pokemon.
Of course not.
And besides, I think we're going to need all the help we can get.
You're getting one? Cool.
Supercharged.
I've forgotten this Pokemon's name. I think it's our regional bird. Wow, it gets 3 heads because yes.
Congratulations, because you... Wait a minute! Why was that so short? What happened to the whole build-up thing? Oh, that... Well, I kinda thought that was dragging on a bit, so I just shortened it.
It was a tad.
I'm only gonna do that now for special occasions,
Like
with the armor charge forms.
Fair enough.
Especially since I have quite a few of them to go.
I appreciate
Then
the
why
speeding
didn't
up.
you do that in the first place? You're just wasting everyone's time by making these videos longer. Says the guy who just interrupted me to... Wait, are you Joseph Turner? Well,
Bye, Fourth
you're
Wall.
supposed to be dead. Gotta run.
The fourth wall has been broken completely. If there was any fragments of it left, Jones took those and
I
smashed
don't
them
think
up
he's
too.
coming back.
I hope not.
Anyway,
Hey, better late than never that he
once you
realized
get a
it's
hold
short
of
on
a feather
its...
fragment, you will be able to armor charge your Valorora. With this transformation, Valorora's wings become powerful blades that can withdraw and extend. They're capable of easily cutting through stone and steel with them. On top of that, these suckers got 3 heads, allowing them to keep a better track of their surroundings.
3 heads makes
In
everything
tales
cooler.
of old, there
Fuck
have been
Orthros, we
stories
have
about
Cerberus.
powerful trainers riding these Pokemon into battle. Its move, Supercharged Divine Wing, allows it to slash through its opponents with a powerful swipe from its wings.
Nice. Ooh. I
Supercharged.
think this Trouble is evolved form. Ooh. Looks like Wildvine from Ben 10.
Once given a vine fragment, our next lucky winner is Algaeweed.
Alright.
In this form, Algaeweed gains new vine tentacle legs, which not only boosts its versatility, but give it the ability to ensnare its opponents. Its control over its viney body has been improved. Heck, it even has a new mouth headpiece, which can bite its victims when they get too close.
And kind of bite its own head off.
This new form makes Algaeweed the king of the swamp, and it reigns supreme with its move Supercharged Swamp Surge, a more powerful version of its signature move Vine Snare, only it will drastically lower the opponent's speed after usage.
Nice. Oh, Renastones. Oh wait, no, that's the turtle. Sorry.
Supercharged.
Actually, I think this is Renastones evolved, I think. Ooh, it's got like 2 heads on its back, like a camel.
You lads remember Prothrock?
Vaguely.
Well, even if you don't, it gains an armor-charged form. Once it's been exposed
Hey,
to a relic
it was always
fragment.
weird to me that Gen 6 didn't
Nobody
get any
knows
mega
why,
forms.
but it's
Like,
said
the
that
Gen 6
mysterious
Pokemon did not
energy
get
from
mega
this
forms. It was
transformation
weird to me.
manifests the cave
Odd to know
dwellers
got a
onto
Mega
back,
Evolution for frick's
mutating them,
sakes.
and thus, as you can see, bringing their story to life. These two heads
Like,
give it a
I'm
better
glad
look
that
at its
a random
surroundings and can
Pokemon
fire
that
off beams of
needed the
energy
Mega
at the
Evolution
opponent.
got it, but it's also
This
like one of those
Pokemon's
where it's
move,
like, but why
Supercharged
only it?
History does just that. This attack will always hit twice, similar to Dracopult's signature move.
Cool. Spinda. Okay, that was unexpected. Oh god, if it has the swirl, there's gonna be so many friggin' variations on how it could look. Huh.
The last Pokemon, for now, to unlock
kinda like a
its
Tornadus in a
armor-charged
sense.
form is Spinda. By being given a spiral fragment, Spinda gains blade arms and levitating blades that surround it.
Cool.
With them, when it starts to dance due to its dizziness, it can do Spinjitzu and turn into a tornado that rips its opponents to shreds.
That's pretty awesome, not
It
gonna
also
lie.
makes pretty good salsa, if you can put it into a giant bowl. It's got the new running top ability, which boosts its spinning moves, and its signature, Supercharged Spinato, which is an even stronger version of the new running top move.
Cool.
It removes all field effects and actually puts them on the opponent's
Ooh,
side.
nice.
Well,
Pretty handy.
that's it for now. Hopefully these new forms should give us an edge if Team Ragnarok get involved again.
Which they most likely
And by the
will.
looks of things, we've already arrived
And you
at
give
the
it to my
Forest
Valor
of Rust.
Floor, too.
So let's go in there and get that scroll, shall we?
Now here we are in the Forest of Rust. This used to be a highway? Huh.
Ladies
That explains
and
the rust
gentlemen,
part.
Welcome to the Forest of Rust. Although that wasn't always its name. It used to be the Magpie City Rust & Co. scrapyard, which was filled to the brim with rusty old vehicles
Makes
as
sense.
far as the eye can see. It was the largest scrapyard in the region, which was inevitably its own doing. Around the 90s, the workload began to decrease, and the place became too expensive to upkeep. Since then, it's been left to rust. The place has mostly been overcome with trees and shrubs, hence the name. A sad story for a business that's been left behind by time. However, this does make a decent habitat for most of the Pokemon that you can find here.
It's a good
Which in terms of the
environmental
newbies
story.
consists
No matter how
of
much rust you
Hamel,
put in there, Mother
Renestone,
Nature will always
Marshby,
overcome you.
Trobal, Critonium Gastrodon, Viscerine, and Gritterine. And in terms of the oldies, you can find
And the
Forseed, Cypher,
regional H-slash
Lyron,
thing.
Trubbish, Clank, the Mistake. Seriously, how are you alive?
I have no idea.
How is a
Clefairy,
pile of
Magneton,
sludge
and a rare
alive?
chance of Skarmory. A wide pool of encounters
How
for
is a
sure, and they
key
aren't the only
alive?
ones. Look who else has decided to show up. Ah, player. Glad
you.
you could make it. Took you long enough. What kept you from getting here sooner?
I think I theorized this guy was the champion. A few distractions.
I
Or
see.
whatever the equivalent
I
of the
would have
champion
preferred
is.
a much earlier encounter, but otherwise you're here now, and at least you actually decided to show up, unlike Thor. He said he was busy helping out a friend of his.
Really? He
So
still
I'll
no
be covering
showed.
for him in this mission. I trust that you'll be of service.
Of course. Damn it, 4.
There's a good man.
Your own father told you to do it, and you didn't listen. Hamlin's attention draws towards his surroundings.
Oh, sorry, player. I was just in thought. You know, it's amazing how quickly places like this can go downhill. I mean, this was the most busiest scrapyard in all of the region, and now looks what's left of it. When things go wrong, people just seem to quarrel over it and ruin it.
And give up.
And then, once there's nothing left to ruin, they just leave it behind to be forgotten. There's not much point in this place anymore, so why bother with it at all? I can only imagine the people who used to work here pleading to keep their jobs, with the higher-ups having none of it.
You know, usually when it's the humans taking over,
to be the way with things,
people are
doesn't it?
complaining that, you know, we knocked down this entire forest to build a scrapyard. In this case, it's we ruined the scrapyard to make a forest.
Oh, Alex, I didn't see you
That was intentional, of course.
I guess that's a no then. No worries. Sorry if I was interrupting you in one of your little monologues again. Oh, no, that's alright. So,
what's his
what brings
name?
you
The
here?
electric gym leader of
I
Gen
came
6.
here accepting a job for some car preservation.
Whatever his name was. They got,
Apparently
got
they
his
want
arms.
to restore some of the
She's
old
got his
vehicles
arms.
here. I went ahead to see which one would be in the best shape. Well, I don't think it matters which one you choose to restore. You'll always do a good job of it. After all, only you can turn one of these old rust buckets into the newest thing on the market. Aw, thanks, love.
Should I leave you two alone?
Button it, player. Oh, come now, Hamel. That's no way to introduce someone. So who's your new mate? Oh, forgive me. Where are my manners?
Her accent makes me think
Alex,
this could be
this
an
is
Australian
Player.
region.
He's that famous trainer that Thor's been going on about. Player, this is Alex of the Elite Four.
No, apparently we're going
She's
to
the
Italy
brains
next.
of us.
Well, you're going
And
to
the
Italy
brains
next.
of you
I ain't
too,
going.
and don't you forget it. Oh, please don't bring that up. Honestly, you won't let me forget about it, will you? Oi! I warned you about that shelter, but you were the one who thought it would make you as smart as me if it clamped down on your head, like Slowking. Yeah, I did. Ugh, I had migraines for weeks after that.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Odin used to say afterwards? Ah, yeah. Next time, don't use your head as fish bait. Now that I think about it, perhaps your hair would make a great fish hook. It is long enough to do the job.
That better be a joke.
You know, it's a shame we don't get to hang out as much anymore. Too right. Mostly just business now. Speaking of which, what brings you here? Oh, just that scroll stuff that we've been discussing. Apparently, another one's been located here. Hey? But I thought Thor was working on that sort of stuff. Is he a no-show again? What do you
Never heard
think?
a British do an Australian accent before.
Unbelievable.
That's weird.
I don't know why we even considered asking him to join us. I've been saying that from day one. But at least he's not the only no-show around here. I mean, by the looks of things, Team Ragnarok hasn't beat us to it again. Are you sure about that? I guess you spoke too soon, love. That's right, fellas. You know what they say. Speak Garantina's name and she appears. You honestly didn't think that we would skip out on this job, did you? You know, I just can't understand it. How is it that you always manage to find the locations of these scrolls just as we do? Let's just say that we have eyes and ears in all the right places, love.
Clearly.
Oi! Don't you mention love. That's my shtick. Who
Gimmick
cares?
infringement.
Just stay out of our way so we can get that scroll. Our upcoming bonus depends on it. Funny you should mention that, because I was actually wondering, if all you lads care about is money, what exactly do you plan to spend it on if you actually succeed in this mission? A holiday in Alola? A diamond necklace with a new pair of shoes? Huh. At least you have plans. That's one thing for sure.
That's true. That's
Too
what
bad
the
we're
most
not
grunts
gonna let you
have.
get away with them. Dream on, Goldilocks. Does that make you the big ugly family of Ursaring then? Why, you little...
I
Get
got
her!
a twist on the.
Don't think so, mate. Go, Rama
sorry.
Rossu.
What? Rama Rossu.
Looks
Oh,
like
Rama
Alex was
Rossu.
kind enough to show off another new Pokemon. This is Rama Rossu, the Fun Run Pokemon.
Looks cool.
He's the evolved form of Joggoat and evolves at level 32.
Nice.
It is well known in this region as one of the fastest Pokemon on record.
He looks
It
like
even puts
Moro.
Heliolisk to shame, since it's capable of outrunning lightning bolts. Once requiring to steal electricity from other sources as a Joggoat, it has since learned to generate it itself, simply by running.
I like this thing. I
Oi,
like it a lot.
mates! You go on and get that
I might even
scroll.
get rid of my,
I'll handle these two. Oh, and, player. Make
my,
sure to keep Hamel away from
you
any
know,
shelter
regional
while you're at it.
Furrich to get
every
Forest Wheel
time.
to take this thing on.
Alright, we'll get going. Thank you, Alex. Come on, player. We better do as she says. If these two are here, there's no doubt that more can't be too far behind. Let's get that scroll and juice.
Juices. Oh my.
Sheesh, this place going out of business due to a lack of scrap to melt down? I doubt that. There's enough metal here to feed a Gigantamax Melmetal.
Man. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to ask you about your arm.
Oh, you mean this thing? Yeah, I lost my real arm when I was a kid. I've had prosthetic arms like this one fitted ever since. It's not too bad though. The gadget I have now is actually made out of the same metal that armor charged Pokemon are.
Really?
So it's essentially a big fancy armor gauntlet that I can use to armor charge my Pokemon.
That's really cool, actually.
Alex actually designed it for me. She may
funny
be
is,
cheeky, but she's definitely
We're not quite
got
at
it
robot
right.
arms yet, like in science fiction, but we are getting
Would that
there.
be by any chance Beauty? What? Who goes there?
Somebody made a prosthetic Lego arm, made entirely of, well, Legos.
Because if that's so, I
Oh, boy.
honestly don't know what you see in that woman. Blondes just stick out like a sore thumb.
We have a new admin.
Not like me, that is. I am a perfect picture of beauty. One that no man can resist, no matter how stubborn.
A blind man,
Go
maybe.
on, try
A
to
gay
resist.
man, maybe.
I dare.
That wasn't offensive to the gay people. It was just more that they wouldn't be attracted to
right.
her.
Who are you now? Just call me Bertha. Admin of Team
Big
Ragnarok
Bertha.
and Team Ragnarok's natural beauty. I am a lonely
Well,
princess
when
in
you're-
this organization. And if you
When
like,
your only competition is
you
the
can
grunts
be my
and
knight in shining armor.
the last admin we meant,
no,
then I
thank
guess, yeah, you do win the
If
beauty
you're a member of
contest.
Team Ragnarok, then you're in our way. So this is your first and final warning to move aside.
Her head, her
Why?
eye thing makes me think she
You
could have
would
Zuko
show
level
such
backstory.
disrespect to a woman, would you?
Careful. If you say
You know
anything
what?
that
I
to her
don't
she doesn't
even
like,
think you're
she'll
worth
play the
it.
sexism
My
and for some reason
Pokemon.
racism card.
Player, how about you take her on? I've been meaning to see
Remember,
your
if you
progression
talk badly to
myself.
women in any possible way that they don't
Player?
like, it's sexist. If
Ah,
they can talk to
yes,
you
I've heard of
as
you.
badly as they want, it's fine.
Tell me, you wouldn't hurt a fine lady like myself?
Because feminism
Would
nowadays
you?
means bow to me.
If she's a lady, I'm a vermicious knit.
The fuck?
Why, you disrespectful little brat!
The hell did I
You know
just
what?
say?
I'm glad I'm facing you, so I get to teach you some manners.
The verminous Nid
Prepare
wants to
to be
battle.
stunned in the disbelief of my own beauty. Go,
It's a reference to what we call
Glalie!
them. It's a Pokemon as good looking as you. And someone probably gets off to it.
Unbelievable!
It's a fetish for
It looks
everything.
like I'm going to have to try even
So that's why I
harder
remember
than
that scrap metal in the
Come
background.
on out, Raviary.
Hello, and goodbye.
Ooh, such dreadful manners you have. What raised you, a mill tank? Go, Miss Magius.
And she's a ghost type specialist, clearly.
That does it. If this doesn't teach you manners, I don't know what will. Go, Woolam!
Oh, that was a short battle. And then again, it was only short because we're an autoplay feature. If it was actually in the battle, it probably wouldn't be
Unbelievable!
that fast.
My beauty surpassed! I think I'm going to faint.
Please faint over there in the next region.
You know, I've heard of Pokemon fainting after a battle, but not Pokemon trainers. Guess that goes to show how skilled you are, player. I have to admit, I had my doubts at first, but I'm quite impressed. I don't know what you did while you were dawdling, but it appears to have paid off. Heck, I'd even argue you'd give Force chances a run for their money. Anyway, I don't think she'll be too much trouble now. Let's go and find that scroll. With any luck, it shouldn't be too much further.
Oh, in a cave.
Welp, found it.
Some random
Being
alcove in the
perfectly
middle
honest,
of
I'm not
nowhere.
sure how anyone else wasn't able to find it beforehand, especially considering the complexity of the other scrolls. But at least it's still
Maybe
here
that's
for the
why
taking.
it was so hard to
And I heard
find,
from
because it
Odin
was
that
easy.
Loki managed
Oops.
to find another one. Good work, player. Let's take this one here
There are
and
one
get
that's
going
gonna be this
before
big puzzle. It couldn't possibly be right
company
there.
arrives.
Heck?
It's probably another one of those Guardian Pokemon. I was told about them. They keep watch of these scrolls, and there's no telling what hideous but yet powerful Pokemon could...
Oracle.
Never mind. This little fella shouldn't be too
Look out,
hard.
it'll be crying at us.
Although I feel like I'm forgetting something about these encounters.
Supercharged.
Oh, that's what.
Is this Torko's actual cry? Man, that's lame. It sounds like it's saying oof.
Supercharged.
Oh my. I'm glad Torko's getting some support. He really needs it.
Meet the guardian of this scroll, Armor-Charged
What's its
Torkoal.
tail?
Torkoal will gain the ability to access
It's
this
flying
Armor-Charged
type?
form when exposed to a coal fragment. One of the many perks that it gives are retractable jet booster legs,
Oh.
which Torkoal can use to give it a speed boost and the power of flight.
Why is it sideways?
Basically turning it into Gamera.
Which is awesome,
Gains
for the
flying
record.
typing due to this form, protecting it from those pesky ground type moves.
I guess maybe that's
And
like its leg
move,
moving to the side.
Supercharged Shell Shredder.
In the back.
Lets it tuck into its shell, let out its jet boosters, and spin around like a flying saucer, tackling into the opponent and ripping them to
Okay, I
shreds.
gotta get me one of
Being
these.
a fire type move, it obviously causes burn. In fact, this little fella will cause a lot more than that if you're not careful. It may look goofy,
We have a
but it's
Tyranitar
definitely not to be
Pokemon. We have a
underestimated,
Godzilla and
especially if
Tyranitar.
it
We
calls
need a
in
Gamera.
allies. It can summon Carkol to set up stealth rocks and spread tar on the field,
Ugh.
turning your Pokemon into fire types, and Skarmory to set up spikes and attack from above.
That's gonna be
All
annoying.
this prepared with the ability to use Shell Smash to make it even stronger. This is one fight you're definitely gonna have to be prepared for.
Yeah, right?
But considering how far you've come already, I say you should be prepared.
What's funny is that it's 4 times weak to rock. Oof indeed.
Well, that takes care of him. Good work, player. All that's left to do now is to get that scroll and get out of here. Hold it right there, darling.
Hmm?
You two be good boys now.
Oh.
And hand over that scroll.
Yep.
Or else the pretty
Heel
face
turn.
here gets
Or
it.
not.
Player,
I thought Rachel was
I'm sorry.
legitimately turning
I
evil.
saw what Team Ragnarok was doing. I tried
we're
to
gonna
stop
know what I
them.
think
I
our
tried to
true
help,
voice.
but I was
Thinking
no
Bert isn't
match
all
for them.
dark while Rachel's
course
pure
you
light.
weren't. You didn't think that a little doll
I know it's
like
just
yourself
different
could
colorings,
stand
so like
up
that
to
it's
the
still weird to
superior
think,
might
you
of
know,
Team
Over's new.
Ragnarok. Now did you? Consider this payback for what you did to one of our own in the swamps. You rotten hag! How dare you threaten someone else to get what you want? Let her go or face the consequences. Hag! Why? Ugh, you insignificant little brat! You wouldn't know true beauty if it punched you in the face!
In fact, I'm going to punch you in the
Neither would
face.
you, and it's already made its mark. And now you bring up my birthmark?
Birthmark.
Just for that, I'm going to make sure that she has an extra horrible time if you don't hand over that scroll. And don't even bother bringing out any of your Pokemon. I don't want any funny business. Unless you want that time to come sooner than expected. Player, please, don't worry about me. Get that scroll out of here. Don't give it to them. Keep quiet, Missy. We don't have much of a choice. I can't afford to see anyone getting hurt. Not again. Alright, Bertha. You win. Assure this woman's safety and the scroll is yours. Why? You have my word.
No, I don't think it's very
There's my precious piece
triumphant
of
about
toilet paper.
Triumphant about.
I don't know what our client sees in this thing,
Gave her
but...
the scroll.
Ah well. It's worth it to afford my makeover. And now that everything's on my side, I think I'll take it all. What? You Ekans! You agreed that you would assure her safety. Oh, don't misunderstand, darling. I will. But that doesn't mean she's still not for the taking. I think she'll make a great bargaining tool, don't you? You disgusting, slimy Ekans! I ought to freeze you for that! No, player! Au revoir, meatbag. Oh, and word of advice, Hamel. Get your hair cut. You wouldn't want to be mistaken for a real maiden, now wouldn't you? No!
I wouldn't!
She got away with the scroll
When
and
Four
the
finds out
hostage.
about this...
There was nothing I could do. Not without putting the hostage's life at risk. Maybe I should have taken this mission solo.
What would have
Maybe
changed?
this wouldn't have happened if I acted sooner. Ugh. Why did I even think that giving her that scroll was a good idea to begin with? Why did I even think that she would agree, go along with Hamel? Easy, love. You did all you could. And yet I didn't do enough. I'm the champion, the second in command of the Double C, one of its most powerful trainers. I should be able to do more.
You can't do everything.
Why am I even standing here thinking about these horrible events? I should be going out there looking for her, looking for that hostage, rescuing them, getting that scroll back. I have to do all of this now. And where are you even gonna look? We don't even know where they went. You can't just waste more time focusing on events that are no longer in your control. Well, they should be in my control. I can't stand sitting on the sidelines when something horrible is happening out there that I can't influence. Team Ragnarok have an innocent civilian hostage. I can't just sit back while they take her to who knows where, doing Arceus knows what to her. I've got to go and find her. Now! Hamel, player.
You're a big help,
Sorry
Alex.
you had to be in the middle of that, love. Poor bloke was always a sore loser. Always wanted to do more, even if he couldn't. None of this was your fault. You did the best you could, just as well as he did. We'll do the best we can to try and save her. All the same, I hope she's alright.
I hope Rachel was alright too.
Rachel? That was her name. Was she a orangey-haired girl in a woolly dress by any chance?
Yes. Why? Yeah, she's Four's girlfriend.
Ah, dear. Thor ain't gonna be too happy about that.
Nope.
I'd love to help you, player, but I gotta get back to the job I
I didn't know
signed
what
up
she looked
for.
like.
I'll tell Thor about everything next time
Again,
I see him.
she said that
In the meantime,
she had-
take this as a gift from me.
Bertha said
It's
that
the
they had
least I
seen
can do
her or
to offer
something
my
like that, so
assistance in
guess
some way.
she just saw her. I just gave you an armor fragment.
Supercharged.
Oh, nice. And it looks kind of silly.
What Alex gave us was
Not a
the
fan of the
chariot
wheels.
fragment.
I like the
which we
head
can use to
arm
armor
things
charge
and the
our
blade
own
things,
Rama
but
Rossu.
don't like the
You'd
wheels.
think that an armor charge form would slow him down. Wrong. Thanks to the wheels on his legs, he's now even
I
faster.
mean, that makes sense, I
He
guess.
also has new blade arms for better
The
accuracy
things on the
and
side
attack
make it
power.
look like a smiley
And
face in the
antlers
eyes.
on his head have become long-range
Personally, this
lasers
is an
that
armor
can
form I
shock the
just kind of
opponent and
pass
fire
on.
short
That's
bursts.
me personally.
This Pokemon's move is Supercharged Acceleration, where it circles the opponent
Like
at
the name,
blinding
though.
speed before bombarding them with a flurry of super fast attacks. This move is so quick, it completely ignores moves like Light Screen and Reflect.
Ooh, cool.
Well, good to know that one good thing happened in this ending.
Yeah,
I mean,
we got some
Rachel
armor
has been
fragments.
captured, Team Ragnarok got away with the scroll.
Four is going to
What
kill
is
us.
there to do now? Well, guess you'll
Who's
have
up
to
for
find out
Chinese?
next time as our journey through Cryoto continues.
Well, that's concerning. Got so much to gotta take care of now. I keep saying it before, he's gonna kill us for not taking care of his girlfriend, when really it's his own fault for not taking care of his own girlfriend. So sorry, asshole, it's your fault this happened, and no one else's. Well, not a lot of people's else's, but you're certainly to blame as well. We're not gonna take all the blame, that's for dang sure. I imagine that Loki would rub this in his face too. He kind of deserved, to be fair. He didn't get the right thing to do, he kind of deserved it. Pokemon Party hasn't changed, so they're probably taking out the Wheel of Fortune Ferris wheel thing and then put in the new Coke thing we saw here. So yeah, it's the only real change. Later.